Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Startup Huddle. My name is Michelle Samuel, the community organizer for this program, and I will be your host for this evening. And I am joined by my very capable team members, Miss Mylica Amedee, as well as Miss Jordan Norbert. Mylica, Jordan, say hello to everybody. Mylica, you're muted.
As usual. Good evening, everybody. Good night.
Jordan, I cannot see you. Jordan, are you there? Okay, perhaps Jordan is.
Yes, I'm there. Sorry about that.
We can't see you, Jordan.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jordan Norbert. I am
Jordan,
Startup
we
Huddle.
cannot see you.
Oh, sorry.
My
Hi.
goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are Team Startup Huddle St. Lucia. So, Mylica, Jordan, please tell everybody who you are and the role that you play.
Okay, so my name is Jordan Norbert. I am Startup Huddle St. Lucia's coach. So I basically assist the presenters in putting their presentation together and I help them in going through their presentations.
Hi again. I am Mylica Amedee. I am the one who finds the superb, brilliant people to present on Startup Huddle St. Lucia.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for that, Mylica. So, as you can see, we have a very capable team of persons. We do have some other members who are not with us this evening. That is in the person of our usual moderator, Mr. Marvin Grant, the sole gentleman on the team. We also have Miss Shadia Adonis and Miss Dawna Hyacinth, who are part of our review team. So they are the ones that review your applications when you send them in to see if they meet our criteria. And of course, Marvin on the team, aside from being the moderator, is our marketing manager. So, welcome everybody who is watching, whether you are on Facebook, LinkedIn, uh, YouTube, and of course, our website. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Now, of course, before we get started, we want to share with you a little more about what Startup Huddle is, especially for the benefit of those joining us for the first time. By the way, if you are joining us for the first time, very special welcome to you. So, Startup Huddle is a program that builds local startup communities while crowdsourcing advice and support. The term crowdsourcing may seem foreign to you, but what it basically means is crowd, several people in one place, sourcing advice and support. So, what you're doing is that you're getting advice and support from a group of persons, and this group is in the form of this ecosystem, this community. So we do this because we're trying to assist one entrepreneur at a time. Now, Startup Huddle is run by the Global Entrepreneurship Network, or GEN. It consists of a monthly, if not weekly, gatherings of the local community, business leaders, founders, ecosystem builders, of course, potential investors, and others who are interested in helping startups in their community. In addition to providing the direct support to entrepreneurs, the program addresses a critical element of success for all ecosystems, and that is connectivity. Gen research shows that startup communities with greater levels of local connectedness translate to an increased number of startups, and that founders with high levels of connectivity grow their revenue twice as fast as those with lower levels. Held regularly on the same day and at the same time, Startup Huddle increases connectivity by convening the community, like we are now, to see each other while listening to and supporting local founders who give 6-minute presentations outlining challenges faced by their company. Each presentation is then followed by a 20-minute conversation, we like to call it, but it's basically questions and answers, right? And this is a form of offering constructive criticism that is on the part of the audience to the presenter, as well as us team members to the presenter, focus on finding the solutions and increasing founder know how. So, if there's any areas of opportunity for the presenter, it is our responsibility to share that knowledge. With new founders cycling through each gathering and previous presenters joining the audience to give back, the community continues to expand while connections deepen. I guarantee you that if you come as often as we recommend, you will build some solid connections here. Currently, there are local chapters in over 50 cities across the world, with more chapters being added every single month. Each Startup Huddle chapter is organized by a local community builder and supported by local partners. Gen connects chapter organizers through a virtual platform to share best practices and to create global linkages between ecosystems. And who do you think benefits from this? The presenters, and yes, by extension, the audience. Startup Huddle is made possible through a combination of national licenses who manage the program in their country, a network of volunteer local organizers such as myself and my team, and corporate partners like the Crown Plaza Hotel, a multinational chain of full service upscale hotels that cater to entrepreneurs and other business travelers. I look forward to the day when we can actually have a hotel chain right here sponsoring our program so we can go back to having in person events pre COVID like we used to. The Global Entrepreneurship Network operates programs like Startup Huddle that make it easier for anyone, anywhere, to start and scale a business. Active in more than 180 countries, Gen divides its programs into four distinct categories: those intended to celebrate entrepreneurs and inspire others to follow their footsteps, those intended to better understand the underlying conditions that best enable entrepreneurs to thrive, those intended to support entrepreneurs through proven policy and programmatic interventions, and those intended to connect entrepreneurs, ecosystem builders such as myself, and community leaders to strengthen the local ecosystems around the world. And that, in a nutshell, is what Startup Huddle can do for us right here in St. Lucia and has been doing since 2018. So before we go any further, I just want to say a very special thank you to our sponsor, the US Embassy of Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean, and the OECS, who made this program possible. They have supported us since 2018 when Sladterra first launched Startup Huddle St. Lucia. Now, before we go any further, we tend to begin officially our event with a word of prayer. And for that, I'm going to call upon my teammate, Mylica, to lead us in prayer.
Dear Lord, I would like to thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed upon us all. Thank you for allowing us to meet again today to share knowledge and community spirit in being able to help one entrepreneur at a time. May you calm our presenter and give her courage and guide our audience to be able to impact meaningful knowledge. Please guide the proceedings this evening. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. And let me just add, let us pray that we have no technical issues. I mean, I know it's a long shot, But let us just pray no technical issues, please, so that we can have a wonderful event. Okay, so now I know that there are a couple of people who are joining us who may have been, you know, told that they need to be here, or who may have seen something on social media, or who may have received an email that we're having this event tonight. So I'm just asking those who are watching, please chime in, use the comments of your chat, and let us know your name, let us know where you're joining us from. And of course, tell us if you are joining us for the first time. We want to know. We want to give you a shout out so that everybody and anybody hear us acknowledging you, because we want to thank you for joining us. You could be anywhere else this evening, but you chose to be here. And we just want to say thank you. So please join in the comment box, whatever platform you're watching on, let us know. For those of you who are watching via our website, I do apologize. I know that you can't comment, but if you want to, head on over to YouTube and connect with us so we can have this conversation together. All in all, wherever you're joining us from, we are happy to have you here. And I hope we continue to see you in your future sessions. Now, when huddling, and that's the word in inverted commas, around one or two of our startups, we get to connect, we get to share knowledge, and over time, directly nurture and support those starting and scaling businesses in our community. Now, you're here tonight, and we're telling you that, like clockwork, we have this event the second Wednesday of every month. So this should tell you can literally set your calendar by this, right? So the next huddle will take place on Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. So we're hoping to see you right back here. May not be on the same platform, but it's definitely going to be Wednesday, August 10th. We would like to see you joining us again. If, of course, you would like more information about Startup Huddle St. Lucia specifically, you can visit our website, or you can go onto our Facebook page if that's where you're watching us from, and just type in at Startup Huddle St. Lucia and take a look at what we have been doing these past couple of years. I also encourage you to create a profile on the Global Entrepreneurship Network website. It's free, 100% free. So you can connect with one another and also gain access to global entrepreneurship ecosystem that is available to all of you. Okay, and I highly recommend it. If you would also like to post on social media about tonight's event, and of course to let other people know that, hey, I'm here, please use the hashtags hashtag Startup Huddle, as in 2Ds LE, and hashtag Startup Huddle St. Lucia when posting. Let people know that you're joining this event and this is where they need to be. Okay, so I'm just letting you know. All right, so Mel, do you by any chance can share with our viewers and our listeners just a couple of tips on how to have a wonderful, startup huddle experience? Just about 3 tips that you can give them on how to have a great experience with us. I'm sure that's going to be easy for you. Mel, are you there?
I'm there.
Okay, I was wondering.
Let me see. Off the top of my head, first you need to go to the website, read on our presenters, get to know them so that you could understand what they're presenting, to ask questions, comment,
Right.
share. Am I on cue here?
She gave more than 3. I mean, that's awesome. I asked for 3 and she gave more than 3. So she went above and beyond, which is what Mylica tends to do. So awesome stuff, Mylica. And Jordan, can you tell our viewers and listeners what they can expect when working with you to, help prepare them for this event? Because we deal with people all the time who come to us and they are nervous and they feel like, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this. Tell them what to expect when they come, to us and when they work with you.
Okay, so basically, when our presenters come to us, what I do is I basically help them through the process of putting their presentation together from start to finish. we actually, not just me, but the other team members, we come together with them and we basically go through each slide with them, help them in trying to formulate their words, and just help them in putting a really concise but tact presentation together. We even try to help them calm their nerves because, as Michelle said, a lot of the times they get really nervous. So, we just try to motivate them and let them know that, listen, this is their business and they can do it. So, yes.
Yeah, so everybody, you heard it, you heard it from Jordan herself. Don't feel nervous, don't feel, apprehensive. You have the entire team behind you helping you to get ready for this event. And this is the very same thing that we did for tonight's presenter. And we are excited for her to share her story with you. And of course, we have some persons who are joining. We have Hassan Rambali. We also have someone from Facebook who is very well known to us, Miss Sunshine. So hi. How are you, Erica? Thank you for joining us. Please share the link and tell people that you are here and they need to be right here with us, right? Come on. And we have somebody else who is on YouTube joining us, and that is Anita. So, Anita, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're really glad to have you. Please share the link and ask persons to join in so that they can be present for our startup, our wonderful young woman startup who's going to be sharing her story with us this evening. Now, without further ado, I would, of course, ask my colleague, Miss Mylica Amedee, to introduce our speaker, our presenter, and our wonderful startup for this evening.
Okay then, good evening again. Tonight's presenter is a young, passionate young lady who has drive behind this business and that I had a privilege to actually work with as well. Her name is Stephyan Leos, representing her company, Kiss Creations. I'll give her the floor to let you know a little more about her from her, which is the best way. So you have the floor, Miss Stephyan Leos.
All right, so we're going to bring Stephyan onto the stage. A round of applause, everybody. My goodness, what an entrance! What an entrance! What an entrance! That's how we do. That's how we do. And trust me, media is behind it too.
Echoing Mr. Rambali.
That's good night. Our startup. So let's see, Stephyan, we're going to give you the solo screen so that you can take center stage. And Mylica, myself, and Jordan, we're going to be backstage. But not to worry, you are not alone. We are right here with you. And when you are ready to start your presentation, just give Jordan the cue, and we're all right here with you. Is that okay with you?
No problem.
I'm already
to start, Jordan.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, you're not rushing into this. No. We just want to give a bit of pressure. So just say hi to everybody before you rush into presenting. Say hi.
Hi, everybody. Stephyan Leos here, founder and owner of Kiss Creations.
Imagine that. She gave a whole, hey, that's me. That's me. Yeah, she swiped herself in here. Now, we have somebody else who joined us, and I'm going to bring this person on stage just to say goodnight to every, and of course, to briefly introduce himself because we're still in introductions right now before we go backstage. So I'm going to bring him on. This is our gentleman team member that was supposed to have been here. What's You know what? I'll let him explain why he was late. None other than Mr. Marvin Grant. Welcome to the stage,
Sure.
Marvin.
Welcome, Mr. Grant.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marvin, yes, everyone
Good
applause, everyone
boy.
applause. Good evening. Marvin Grant in charge of marketing. I am late. I think I'll have detention in an hour or so. But yeah, my apologies. The traffic was hectic. How's everyone doing this evening?
Awesome. Radio personality,
Well,
Mr. Marvin. People.
we're awesome. We're awesome. But the center stage is, of course, on our presenter. So, Stephyan, we are now going to gracefully bow out while you do your thing that you have practiced and prepared for. But not to worry, keep in mind, we are here with you. You will do great. Okay?
No
Trust and
pressure.
believe. You will do great. And we'll see you on the other side.
Bye. Hold on a minute, a little bit of problems. Good night, everyone. Once again, I'm going to present my business, Kiss Creations. My name is Stephyan, founder and owner of Kiss Creations. Kiss Creations was launched on June 1st, 2021. I've always had a passion for creating and customization of products. My motivation started through my friends, where I started creating, customizing products to give them on birthdays or any random occasions. The problems I solve, we solve in the market today is insufficient customized materials or products for customers, lack of customer service within the craft industry, or, and deliveries are late than usual. Existing alternatives slash competitors, cards gifts slash customized gifts. The cons are cards gifts offers a limited amount of customized items, whereas Kiss Creations offers a variety of crafts, including mugs and impeccable service which lasts a very long time. To solve that, to solve the issues, we provide customized items examples shown on the screen. We provide an exquisite service with a respectable greeting and timely communication. We also provide a reliable service and we're always on time. We have a few key stakeholders and partners such as hotels and souvenirs. They provide contracting me as suppliers, promoting and advertising my products. Choiseul Arts, Crafts and Heritage Tourism Association assisted me in selling my products and support my entrepreneurial pursuits. Also, Export St. Lucia. They assist in connecting my business with international buyers. Our customers also varies from females between the ages of 50 to 75, are family oriented and loves creating memories. We also have tourists, traveling abroad looking to bring back customized St. Lucian tokens or souvenirs back to relatives and friends to keep a memory of the beautiful island. And then young adults between ages 21 to 45 who are interested in representing their personality with a customized item. Our unique value proposition. Kiss Creations is a 24-hour small, reliable, and creative craft business that provides a second-to-none service with an affordable and memorable service. You reach customers through Instagram, WhatsApp, or referrals. Our key impact metrics, just a few information. In June 2021, when I first started Kiss Creations, I sold about 100 items due to a demand of items for Father's Day by our customers. In the following months, sales fluctuated. After, in January this year, 300 items were sold. Kiss Creation was bootstrapped with personal funds. To date, we have been able to reinvest into the business the revenue generated by our monthly sales. Here is just a table of our timeline from the first time Kiss Creations was launched to present. From June, August 2021, we launched the business, created social media accounts. From September 2021 to December 2022, started more promotional activities by posting products. From January to present, reach out to more potential clients to build my clientele. Sorry. Currently, we consult with Peregrine Solutions for marketing strategies and ideas. Peregrine Solutions is a locally owned small enterprise that does an array of work from small business support to marketing consultancy. He's right there in the comments. Hassan Rambali. Thank you. If anybody wants to consult me, you can contact me through Instagram at KISSS, which 3 S's _ creations, or email me, Stephyan_Leos@hotmail.com, and also contact me on 727-4988. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, that's not.
Mommy, that's how I want you now.
All right, thank you so much for that, Miss Leos. Ladies and gentlemen, late but fashionably here. Thank you so much. All right, so we're going to have my amazing other co-hosts come on. Hi, Mylica. I miss you. How are you? You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. So, what is up next?
We thank the Madame for her presentation.
Which was expertly done. Yes, indeed.
So, being the only the only male on here, Mr. Marvin, can you do that, please?
All right, so we just like to thank you, Miss Leos, for, of course, coming up and presenting. I know it is a nerve-wracking experience for most people, and normally after you're done, we would consider you very brave for doing so. So thank you so much for, of course, presenting. You're muted, by the way.
I'm sorry. I said
That's
too
fine.
brave.
That was excellently done. All right.
Short, sweet, to the
I
point.
definitely agree, Stephyan. So you see, there was nothing to fear. So here's my first question. How do you feel now that you're done?
Oh my God. Oh. I'm still breathing in and out. Oh my God.
You did well. You did wonderfully well. Wonderfully well. So, of course, this is the time where we would ask our viewers and listeners to post your questions and your comments so that we can highlight them on the screen so that Stephyan can answer. So, while we are waiting your questions and your comments, we're going to go ahead and have a brief discussion with Stephyan about her presentation business. So I'm going to start off, Stephyan, by asking you. You said that you launched your business in 2021. So this is a fairly new, fairly fresh business. And you said it came about because your friends were the ones encouraging you to get started. But was it something that you
Yes.
always wanted to do, or was it because other people were asking you to do it?
No, no, no. It wasn't because of them. Like I said, I have the passion in it. I love to create and customize. And with them, I just decided, you know, to
Okay. Well, thank you for answering that question. My next question, of course, I'm going to ask my colleagues to come up with questions of their own. But my next question for you is, when you started your business, did you think that you would be making a profit from this, or did you think that you would just be doing this as a side gig? Because some people say they have their day job and they just do this for fun, or they just do this to make a little income on the side. What is the main role of this business in your life? How does it fit?
well, I decided on doing it to make a profit, not also a side hustle, not just for fun, to put out. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry about that. You hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. To make a profit and not just for fun.
Okay, sure, not a problem. All right, so I'm going to allow my colleagues to go and ask their questions while we await our viewers to post all of their various questions, not just comment, but genuine questions about your business and your presentation that would potentially help to propel you forward, because this is what we're here for. We're a network of people looking to support you and provide you with the tools and resources that you need to excel, right? So Mel and Marvin take over with the questions, and then we're going to go into the chat after that.
Okay. Um, you said something in your presentation about bringing out people's personality. How do you bring out the personalities in your products?
Okay, for instance, example, we're using tumblers, right?
Okay.
We have certain customers who are shy and they they are introverts and extroverts at the same time. But when it comes to talking to people, they would not be able to do it. So with that being said, they will give us like let's say a particular phrase or quote, and then we'll place it on the mug. So if they do not want to say it out with their mouth, the item will speak for them.
Okay. That's awesome. Um, also, I know you're hiding a lot about your business and you didn't put much forward. And I know there's a second part to your company. How? Okay, let me how I put this. I know since you're being creative, you also like to decorate and
Yes.
bring out your personality through that. how do people get to know that you can do that part of the business?
Well, through our social media platforms, even if they have not posted as a much, but for our platforms and referrals, word of mouth, the the page didn't have much space, so I couldn't post every single thing, and at the moment I was lost.
Can you still hear me?
I can, but I cannot see you.
Okay. Okay. Marvin, you want to take over or should I continue?
Oh, sure thing, not a problem. I'm all good. All right, so Miss Leos, again, my apologies for being late, but of course, the presentation was great. So here's my question. As a young person in business, what drives you to want to move forward and to further develop? And of course, the second question would be why wouldn't you want to let us know about your creativity in such a way? Why are you keeping that a hidden secret? Is that for later on development, or is that more so,
No, no, no,
you
no,
just wanted to
no.
be shy?
Second question first. Like I said, I was shy and nervous. The
Uh-huh.
page was too small to take up everything. I also forgot to put one of I think it's in my slide before the last when they said one business
Has command on.
assisting me. I forgot to put Melly's mix.
Uh-uh. Mary's
And
mix it up.
Yeah. If you're gonna say that, if you're gonna big up the business, you have to give it the right big up. Merely mixed it up, of course. That's the
yes,
best
Melly's
business
mix
there
it
right
up.
now.
I forgot. And can you repeat the first question?
No, I said that as a young person in business, what drives you to want to continue, to want to expand? What makes you want to continue into the
Well,
the entrepreneurial world?
first my customers' reaction. That alone will motivate me. Like for example, when I make something for them and I give it to them, they'll be like, "Wow, oh my gosh, I love it." Just that alone will, you know, give me that drive to continue doing it.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. And my next question, of course, is where would you see your business going within the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Future
Ooh,
plans.
very far, very big.
We're talking
Expand the
about
land.
Caribbean expansion. How far are we talking? The States? We reaching all Africa?
Yes, yes,
Amazon.
yes. All there.
So okay, so let's say that I of course wanted to purchase because I am seeing someone says that I have purchased from Kiss Creations and have been a repeat customer. Let's say, of course, I wanted to be just like you know um Onika. How would I be able to get some of these products?
Can you speak a little louder, please? I didn't hear you.
I said I would like to be able to purchase these products. How and I would love to be a repeat customer. So I wanted to know where do I go? How do I get it?
Well, for now, the only platform I'm using is Instagram, but you can always email me and contact me. So if you type in KISSS_creations with a C, you can always get me on Instagram and you can just give me a buzz.
Excellent. So, my last question. So,
Mhm.
as an old man as I am, in case I cannot use your young people platform of Instagram, is there any other way? You said just the email. What's the Facebook,
We have
Twitter?
email on no Facebook as yet, but we have email.
That is
Phone call.
definitely something you need to
Yes.
you look into.
So my email address is Stephyan_Leos@hotmail.com, or you can always give me a call on 727-4988.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mylica. Back to you in the situation room.
I think she keeps forgetting that she comes to you personally as well, which is another way
Oh,
she advertises herself.
yes, yes, yes. That's true. That's
Ooh,
true.
Like old man Marvin would need you to do that for him.
definitely, definitely.
No first,
But
no first, first, Mr. Marvin. No walk-in. I will deliver your item to you.
Oh, all right, that is impressive. So I don't have to go looking for it. It comes to me. That is wonderful.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
good thing.
okay, before we go to the audience, I have one more question. Do you, in your business, do you wait for your customers to come to you for a product, or do you have products that are ready to be purchased?
Well, certain items are ready to purchase, as in like key rings, but for my cups and the balance, no. But that's something I'm working on to have items right there on hand items. So if somebody asks me like, hey, I would like a birthday cup or something like that, I can just say, okay, I have that, send a picture, and then yeah. But I'm working on that one.
So another question would be, you said about the key rings. Are there like different molds? Is it strictly alphabets?
Oh well, sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to know, what exactly in terms of the key rings. So let's say I would like to get my friends some key rings. What type of designs do you have exactly?
Well, for now, I only have acrylic key rings. That's the circular round ones where you can put any writing, your business logo, a picture of you or your family on it.
Ah, so you're saying for the business owners, they can get their business key rings done with you. And is there any
Yes.
special prices for business owners looking to get these memorabilia, purchased from you?
Well, the business logos are $12 for keyring, but as well as pictures. But if it's a writing or any other thing, it's $10.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much. I look forward to at least getting a few key rings from you for sure.
Thank
We
you.
have a question here from an audience member, from Miss Sunshine. How does the creativity of your business make you unique or stand out from your competitors?
Well, this makes me unique. Is my uniqueness starts with my neatness as well. My items are neat. Um, I deliver on time. I go based on what the customer wants. If I have to add any additionals, I make sure I contact the customer. I speak to them. I give them all details. I ask them what they're looking for and everything like that. I don't just say, okay, Sunshine wants sunshine on her mug. I will say, do you want a little bit of sun to bring out that sunshine? I will give a little bit of, you know, to make just like that. I just gave a little thing there and it had Mylica laugh in the back. So all that too. I will have my
Yes,
customers smiling.
Ah, I like that. I like that. So
bring her personality to the product.
yeah,
Yes.
so you add a little extra to it, and then they always come out. The customers always come out satisfied, right?
Yes.
If you could just pop up her info on the screen, please, Michelle. Some people are asking.
All right, and come on, guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, Miss Leos doesn't look like she bites. She's trying to get the word out. Also, let me just find out. Would you happen to have at least a key ring with you now, so that you could show us by chance?
Oh shucks. I can get hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Take your time. Take
One,
your time. All right. So while we wait, let us get some commentary from the host.
Sure, definitely. So, every one of you who is watching, whether it is on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube, please know that this event is a safe space for startups. When we say startups, we're looking at persons with businesses who have been in operation for 6 months to up to 3 years. So, we are all about supporting empowering startups, no matter what your industry. When you apply to present with us, we try to also match you with experts within your industry that can have a one on one with you after your presentation to provide some sort of guidance in your business. Now, though this may not seem like much, though this may not seem like it's valuable, because of course, a lot of things that people look for is money, I am telling you that making connections and growing your network is just as valuable because you never know who you can connect with at a huddle. I am also going to advise persons. You heard me spoke about the Global Entrepreneurship Network or GEN, and I did advise you to join up as a member. So I'm going to post the link into the chat so that you can take a look at that link, and I'm going to now transfer back over to Shadia so that she can show us a couple of samples of her work, which I am excited to see.
Okay, so I only have a few right here with me. That's an example of a business logo. Her business name is Everything Aliyah Boutique on Instagram. That's a business logo. I have a Valentine's keyring, Be Mine. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. It could just be, any random occasion. You could just surprise some. You don't have to use your words. You can use a keyring, Be Mine. I also have.
I like that touch. I like that touch. You don't have to use words, just give it to that person. Yeah, be mine. Let the keyring speak.
Yes,
I like that
just be
touch.
mine. That's an example of one with words. Just a girl boss trying to build an empire.
I only do one those.
Nice.
A nickname,
I would
Shiny.
definitely want one of those.
And I have just a few mugs.
Come on.
Kind of rhinestone mug. So it's black,
Wow.
classy, and a bit sassy.
I love that.
Thank you.
I
We
absolutely
have
love that. That is really good.
characterized mugs, Fortnite, and one more, a boat lover, Captain Lulu.
So you
Anything you want.
so you were just planning to hide those things and not be able to come out and share with us. My goodness.
Not that is the nervousness, not my fault. I do apologize.
Not a problem, not a problem.
Yes, so that's just a
So
few of
I
my
do have
things
a
I have right
question now
now.
that you've shown us your key rings. Um, I want to find out what material do you use to create those key rings? Is it one specific type of material that you consistently use, or do you use different types of material?
No, I use different types of material. I use resin, I use vinyl. The logos are printed with ink. They are also glittering, have glitter in the back. So you sparkle everywhere you go.
So so what you're saying is
Mm.
you specialize in the sparkle and the shine. I like that.
Yes. So you can never be dull. Whenever you get a keyring or anything from Kiss Creations, it lights up your day. The sparkle in it. Once you see it, you're just like, oh my God. forever happy.
Okay, well, I'm really loving what's going on right now and the items that you're showing us, Stephyan. Please hold on to them. Don't put them away because we're going to have a more in-depth discussion about your products and looking at the challenges that your business is facing or may have been facing for a while. And we would like you to share those with us. So we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we're going to find out a little bit more about Kiss Creations and understand the challenge behind the smile. Because one thing that we creatives know, nothing comes easy.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back after this.
I'm Jonathan Oatmans, president and founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. What we're about is creating an opportunity for anybody, anywhere, to unleash their idea. We want to make sure that the guy that's got the worst deal on the planet has an opportunity. At the Global Entrepreneurship Network, we've built one global entrepreneurship ecosystem that allows anyone on the planet to be able to connect, understand, support, and celebrate the entrepreneurs that represent so much promise for our future. We went in with the belief that we could create a common culture across the globe in the interest of entrepreneurship and innovation. We learned a lot of techniques and tools about ultimately how do you build a community that's across the world? How do you cross national boundaries and cultures and religions and languages? We discovered something that was common in all people. They have this enthusiasm and curiosity about making the world a better place. We tried to provide some structure, but allow a lot of flowers to be blooming the way they wanted to. We have divided our work into 4 primary cornerstones. We want to be able to connect everybody across any aspects of an entrepreneurial ecosystem to find peers, find markets, and find opportunities. Secondly, we want to understand the field better. We want to elevate the field based on research and data. And then thirdly, we're working carefully to provide the best support programs we can find. The last part is we like to celebrate. It's where we began with Global Entrepreneurship Week, which is the notion of making the role of the entrepreneur be perceived around the world as being a force for good, as being the individuals who are able to create new value in our societies and can really set an example for all of our citizens in the way we go about living our lives. Entrepreneurs are the great equalizers. They bring the ability of anybody to be able to have the opportunity no matter where they come from in the world. That promise of entrepreneurship is always what's empowered our community.
What do you need to transform your career goals into reality? You need the Wiley Network.
You guys are awesome.
I'm forever grateful for being a part of this network, which has changed my life and my confidence.
What is the Wiley Network? Your connection to an abundance of resources. There are so many valuable tools, such as online courses, training videos, toolkits, discussion guides, blogs, and workbooks. That is the Wiley Network, and it's all available at wiley.state.gov.
Very proud to be a part of this.
The Wiley Network gives members the means to grow as entrepreneurs and improve their communities.
This is a call to you, young leaders of Latin America, the Caribbean, and Canada. It's your chance to develop your skills, expand your business, and network with leaders and with your peers. It's a way for you to enhance your knowledge, your economic opportunities, and your future. When you join the Wiley Network, you'll get regular updates on new initiatives, opportunities, and information created specifically for young leaders. You can engage on social media and join important discussions that affect your community. You can use all of these digital resources to expand your entrepreneurial potential and create a brighter future. By joining the YLI network, you gain access to all the benefits. You can expand your skills and connect with fellow leaders working to create change in their communities. The YLI network empowers you to achieve and succeed. Don't wait for change. Create it. To learn more about the YLI network and to become a member, go to yli.state.gov.
I'm Jonathan.
All right, and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. We are back from our break. And of course, you would have learned about our global host, Jen, Global Entrepreneurship Network, and YLI Network, which is one of our partners as well. YLI being a program for young persons in the Caribbean, Latin America, and Canada. Persons from the ages of 25 and up who are in business for a minimum of 2 years can apply to participate in the Young Leaders of the Americas initiative. This is an annual program. As a matter of fact, right now, they are culminating or wrapping up the 2022 fellowship in Washington, D.C. after 6 long weeks. And one St. Lucian was fortunate enough to be selected and is part of this year's program. Her name is Veronique, and we're so very proud of her. And we're hoping that Stephyan and several other young persons like herself can make it to YLI. So, Stephyan, back to you. We wanted to get to know a little bit more about your business and the challenges that your business is facing. So, can you share with us at least 3 top priority challenges that you are facing within your business right now?
Okay. They have one. It's not really a top challenge, but it is when customers would ask for certain items, tell you they will pick up. Remember, not taking a down payment and never show up. Since it's customized, since the item is customized, it cannot be up. I cannot put it up for sale. Not everybody's name is Miranda or Chanel. You understand? So that's one of the major problems, because materials are being used. Yes, so materials are being used based on the customer's requests, and they're not following up for the item, messaging them, letting them know the item is ready. No response after. That's a major problem.
Okay, is that you said that's the main one?
That's
are there others that you are experiencing?
Yes.
Can you share 2 others with us that you're currently experiencing, and then we can try to sort of assist you with finding solutions to these challenges?
Okay, our second one is should I give my point towards like the market, my problems with the market, or with customers on the social media?
It's all part of your challenges as a business. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, the second one is based on the market. Majority of the items we have to order it. That's one thing they should get in St. Lucia. They need a business place that will provide items like for people like me, people that like to create stuff, random stuff. We can just pick up and put together. Secondly, oh my God, to pay for the shipping, the freights, the custom duties. But that's part of having a business. You have to go through them things. Yeah, and
Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Are those all the well? These are the three main challenges, right? So let's dissect, each of those. And of course, as we're having this discussion, I'm going to invite our listening and viewing audience to chime in and offer some suggestions and solutions that she to those three challenges that you heard her mention. So just to recap, she said, first of all, persons not picking up or not collecting their orders, particularly after they have been customized, because not everybody has the same name and not everybody will want the exact same design that the previous person who didn't pick up, ordered, right? He also spoke of the raw materials that are, difficult to find, not being able to source those raw materials locally. And finally, the duties are so high on clearing those goods after it has been shipped. So let's start with which one do you want to start with, Mylica, Marvin? Which one should we dissect first?
The first one. The first one. That's an easy fix. The first one. Not picking up. Customers not picking up. My suggestion for this one would be they would have to pay fully in advance, or at least half before you create it, and the other half after pickup.
yes.
That's my solution to the first one.
Okay, so that was Mylica's suggestion. So with that being said, and that being her suggestion, perhaps what you could share with us what your process is when getting an order from a customer. Give us an entire procedure from the time the product, from the time the customer contacts you. Walk us through the process as to what happened so that we can have a better understanding.
Well, the from the time the customer, they would message on Instagram for your DMs. We would answer with a formal greeting, ask them what would they like, make them be specific. We go through all those steps. Like I said a while ago, make sure we get every information in details, very detailed. So we go through those steps. After I start putting my stuff together, like my what I'm using to design. I would, for instance, if I have to use Bev, I'll write down Bev in any different fonts. I will send a picture for them so they can choose from the font they would like, which one fits them better. I would agree with them, put it together. Then they will message the next day. I'll let them know what time is pick up, or if I can drop off, or whatsoever. Who will say they're busy. They will come to me whatsoever, and then yeah.
Okay, so in your process, what I hear is consultation. I'm using the business terms there. What I'm hearing is customer contact, consultation. Then I'm hearing you basically go straight to work in terms of researching, sketching, drawing out, going back to the customer for review, for input, for feedback, and then going into production. But I don't hear anything about money being mentioned here. That's one of the first things I'm not hearing.
Oh well. Oh, I forgot that, but sorry, I would let them know how much the item would cost. I forgot that part. I will let them know how much the item would cost. But
Yes, but at what
since,
point is a payment collected? That's the part that I did not hear.
well, the thing is, we have some clients that are not, they don't reside in the Castries area, right?
Bank,
Okay.
bank.
So you're saying that the reason you don't collect a deposit is because they're not close to you?
Sometimes.
Okay, so let's try alternative payments other than cash in hand. What are the alternatives that you know that are available to you to collect payments? Let me know what do you know about
They have bank deposits.
bank deposits, or we would call that direct deposit. That's
Uh-huh.
one. And for that, the person would either need to take a line to deposit to your account, or if they have online banking, they can do an online transaction if they have
Yes.
your ID number. So,
Mhm.
what other alternatives to collecting payments are you familiar with that you can use?
What other form of payments you said?
Yes.
Yes, what other forms of collecting payments are you aware of that you can use?
Well, they have what you call that what's it, PayPal? What's it?
PayPal,
Yes.
Yes,
that's
it
another
is. Yes.
one. Correct. PayPal is another one. PayPal is dependent on the frequency of transactions from sender to buyer, especially if you're a new PayPal customer. You have to build a relationship with them for the first transactions. You have to wait 30 days before you can actually, withdraw your funds. But once you have been using PayPal for a while, you are able to, clear that within a few days. So yes, that's another option. Do you know of any others?
Not at the top of my head right now.
Okay. Are you familiar with any digital cashless payment systems?
No.
Okay. So, Mylica, can you give her an example of one of the digital cash transaction apps that she can use?
Penny pinch.
Off the top of her head. Off the top of her head, Penny Pinch. So Penny
Yes.
Pinch is basically a digital cash wallet. So you have
Mm-hmm.
it on your device. You basically have an account with Penny Pinch, a merchant account, where you'd be recognized as a business. And customers, of course, would need to have a Penny Pinch account as well. And they can go on to Penny Pinch utilizing either the QR code that you provide them or the link, which will give them direct access to your profile to make that payment once you've given that amount. So they don't even have to be in the same country with you to make a payment. Okay, so that's one other option in terms of digital cash. We also have Dcash, and that is something more the Caribbean region level, and
Okay.
they have been in operation. This is the newest one that has been on the market, but it is operates similar to Penny Pinch. It's like I said, a cash wallet, but it's an app on your device, and same thing. Persons pay you through this app. They need to, of course, have a bank account, um, a debit or credit card, and they just
Yes.
attach that to the wallet. They withdraw the funds from their account into the wallet, and they use the monies in that wallet to pay for the various transactions and to pay various businesses. So you have received how many alternatives, Mylica, so that you can use to collect your payments,
Five. Five.
right? I'm hoping you are taking all of them now.
Yes.
to step in here, Michelle, I think her problem too is she tries to do it too close to the time. Like, sometimes they have last minute customers who want it now for now. And she probably tries to accommodate them by not having them paid.
All
But you
that
need to
as
set
well.
some time. Yeah. So these apps will help you to
Okay.
them to pay right away.
Well, I do understand that because there are, of course, last minute orders. Every business that provides, products for customers have an area or have an allowance for last minute orders. However, last minute orders, when it comes to customizations, you would need to consider having generic items already available, and the customization would need to be something that is so simplistic that if it doesn't get picked up, somebody else can buy it. But you have to be the one to make the parameters through which it is customized. Because, of course, they are inconveniencing you in a sense in terms of and in terms of material. So the last minute orders will have some sort of limitation to them. It's not the same as if they were to have ordered in advance. So when your customers understand that there's a certain limitation to their customization, mainly because of persons not picking up, they would only be able to have up to, let's say, one or two customizations for last minute orders, or it could be something that you already have in bulk, and persons can just choose something from it and just probably add a letter and a color, or or initials or something like that, but not something that would take too much off of you or out of your pocket. Okay. You also need to have a system where you have time to do your research to ensure that you have the material readily available. Um, because I'm sure there would be cases where persons would want something and you don't have the material readily available. What do you do, in these cases? So giving yourself sufficient time in advance to prepare your order is something that you should establish for your business. Mylica, are we losing her?
Yes, we are.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. And we prayed against this. We prayed against this. We rebuke it. We prayed against this. But I'm just going to read out what's on the screen. We just highlighted while we await Stephyan to get back in. Dr. Marcia Brandon of Gen Caribbean, who joined us on LinkedIn. Dr. Marcia Brandon, thank you so much for joining us. She is one of our regional partners for Startup Huddle St. Lucia. So thank you so much, Dr. Brandon, for your advice. Fully in advance, she said. They can pay in installments, but nothing starts until they pay in full. You also need a refund policy. Great advice. If they don't complete payment, what do you agree to do to them? Excellent, excellent, excellent advice. So while we wait for Stephyan to get back, I will allow Mr. Marvin Grant and Mylica to also chime in and possibly provide some what they think, potential alternatives could be to her plight of, persons not collecting and her being out of her money.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'll go first. I do believe that people do have a habit of being unreliable, and that is always going to be a major issue. Um, in this term, I don't even really feel like the deposit would do much, depending on what it is. I would say that it would be better if it was an online type of thing where they pay with a credit card, and that way, if they do decide not to pick up, they can request a refund, or something along those lines. But I do believe that the deposit still would be a little challenging or ticklish as well. So to me, like just paying full one time, you will get your time frame of when you can get your product, and then it is delivered on time, and then you give an extra $5 tip for getting the delivery right to your door.
But like she said, Marvin, if it's customized, why would I give you your money back? That's a product sitting on my account.
Well,
Exactly.
there should be
So
a
if you have
policy
to pick
of,
up,
well, yeah, that's true, but maybe it's a half refund policy. So okay, you decide to cancel your order. That is the materials being wasted. So maybe you can get half your money back or something along those lines. But they're about just make sure your money already in the fire. So if you decide to change your mind, you know.
well, well, that's why, like you said, the online, she should probably open her own line of products as well, so people could just choose from there. So then, in that case, if they don't pick up, somebody else would like the product as well.
I like these
Okay,
options. I like these options. Stephyan, you are back
Yes.
with us.
Yes.
Um,
I apologize. A little technical
no need to
difficulty.
apologize. You cannot apologize for our network's issues. No need to apologize for that. So I think we have sort of provided sufficient feedback on what you can do for your first, challenge. And let's take a look at the second one, the raw materials. This one is, beyond our level, unfortunately. However, there is something that you can consider. Why not consider utilizing materials that are readily available, discarded items that can actually add to your uniqueness in your business? Where persons would have looked at trash and you turn it into something miraculous and give it a bit of a kiss with your brand, because your brand is what putting a smile on people's face, ensuring that it has a bit of glitter, a bit of shine. So you can take something that somebody would typically throw away and turn it into something else, turn it into something wonderful that somebody would be willing to pay for. So they wouldn't have to worry about outsourcing materials that are quite expensive. And especially now with inflation and what's going on with the economy, you are not guaranteed to be getting a shipment exactly when it says to ship. Okay, so these are a couple of things that you can consider. Mylica, Marvin, any other suggestions apart from what I just mentioned?
we've had that discussion before about using discarded material and repurposing them.
Ah,
Yes.
So
Yes.
yes. As well, so she could probably like get stuff in bulk, don't wait for people to order something and then order for them. Maybe just get a range of products that she would want to use and just let the client know that what she has to use, and maybe have samples of them so they will choose from what she already has.
Okay.
that is another
Yeah, I mean,
option. Definitely
I'm
bulk ordering.
I
Yeah.
want to chime in on that too as well. I mean, yeah, imagine you would be doing the ecosystem a favor as well, going into the whole recycling to be able to, well, I wouldn't call it trash, but discarded items being turned into gold, you can make something out of that. That's a really great idea. You should really look into that. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
natural
Yes.
items, seashells, and just things that you don't have to pay for. Cut down your cost.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Things that
Yes.
you can
So true.
literally, okay, think of it as a regimen, Stephan. Pick 2 days in the week, and those 2 days you're going to be out for, let's say, 3 hours, and utilize that time to collect as many interesting things as you can. It doesn't need to actually have a direct purpose right away in your mind, but just go for walks, not alone, go for walks, and have, like, a bag or container with you, and take a look around you and pick up anything you see that looks interesting, anything you see that looks kind of odd, anything that looks, striking, and just put it in the, put it in your bag. If it happens to be coins, you can always, pass by Mylica. I'm sure she'll be glad, to accept those for you. Um, yeah. So we can keep the coins for you, but you can keep the other stuff. We can keep the coins, too. I'm just joking. So yeah, so anything that you get that looks interesting and odd and striking, collect them. Do that, let's say twice a week for 3 hours, and just spread those items out when you get home, when you get back, and take a look at them. Hold them against the sunlight, um, turn them around, see what they're possibly made of, see the how strong it is, the texture, and just see what you can potentially do with it. Use your imagination. So just try that for a while and see what you can come up with. And these items, you can turn them into things and then sell them for even more than you're selling your current items right now, because these are unique items that you created or
Yes.
foraged, that you turned into something new, and that can be valuable. So that's another option for you when it comes to that. Okay? Because as I stated, when it comes to sourcing out the raw materials, there are just some things that are, beyond our reach. And finally, that kind of takes care of the third item, which is the duties and, the shipping fees. Because again, there's nothing we can do about this one. We really can't.
Yes.
Unless we, want our
We
own shipping company. We can do that. Yeah, other alternative. But realistically, we cannot control things outside, of our realm. Any
So
suggestions on those
no,
while
we cannot go on way,
for
Michelle.
our audience?
I
There's
just want to
a way
chime in
to
on
reduce
something
our
here.
prices.
Yeah, I just want to chime in. First of all, what Michelle just described there, that feels like a scene from a movie that I've seen more than once. I like that idea. Um, so once you go in out, just make sure, of course, you use your creative eye. Don't use your regular eyes. Use your creative eye. So, like Mylica was saying, you take a seashell, you make an earring, you do a design on it. Stuff like that can be done. But
How about
in terms of the of course the I forgot what it was. What was it? Hold on, I'm looking for it. Yeah, in terms of the duties, right? Though it may be out of our control, it would be interesting to see that a young person approach maybe the government to try to speak to them and put the idea in their heads that maybe you can try to do something to help the creative entrepreneurs, to help them be able to bring their products down and to be able to, have the market have a different flair to it. At the last startup huddle, I do remember in one of our breakout rooms, we were told that these craft items that are in the Caribbean, when they reach to places like Ohio and the States, they go from a range to sometimes up to 70 US, so like from 10 to 70 US. So imagine stuff like that, your stuff being able to get out there. You could reach the outer market. I mean, yeah, you are now sprinkling the country market, but you can reach outside and you can do something great. You just have to think big and don't wait for change. Create it.
if I could
Yes.
chime in on the duties? If she's registered, she could apply for free concession or reduced concession as an entrepreneur in St. Lucia. You have to sign up with Sedu. What's the name now, Michelle?
Um,
S
It's
SBDC.
SBDC.
Yes, they help you with trying to reduce on your duties by getting free concessions and stuff like that. So as long as you're a registered business.
okay. All right, I'll
Yes.
take all
So
those
do you
ideas
think
into
you
consideration.
amass sufficient notes for all of those challenges that you identified?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, so check out the options that we mentioned to you. We mentioned Penny Pinch, we mentioned Dcash, we mentioned PayPal, for your payment options for collecting your payments. And we do definitely advise you to put a payment procedure in
Mm-hmm.
place so customers would understand what your process is, and this should be communicated in your bio, of your business, or pinned to your page so that people understand what your process is. It could be a post that you create and then you post up there so persons understand what it's like to work with you. So they are not blindsided. They know off the bat that they have to put down a deposit. They know off the bat that a certain percentage of a payment is required before anything is done, and it's non-refundable, right? Also, you can provide options of materials that you can source locally, um, discarded items, repurposed items that persons use or persons don't want to use. Or here's another option that you have as well. Persons have items that they've had for so many years. They see it as a wonderful family trinket or heirloom, and you can bring back life to that item or repurpose it into something else so that they don't have to discard it. So they
Thinking
can
of a
still keep
before and
it with.
after here.
Yeah, so that's another service that you can provide. Though it's not a product that you're selling, you are providing a service where you can repurpose something that they really love. So instead of throwing it away, you just change it around and they get it back, but they pay you for the service of repurposing it. So that's something else you can consider, and that will take care of the duties and the shipping costs for outsourcing that material that you spoke of. So these are just our, some of the most simple alternatives to the challenges that you identified. But I highly recommend um, that you take a course that we are currently running through our mother agency, that is our mother organization, which is Slantera. We have a program for women called the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs. So I highly recommend that you register for this course free to you.
No
Second
problem.
cohort open right now, and we are going October to January. So I invite you to register for that course and see where it can help take your business. Anything from you,
Sure,
colleagues?
will do.
Mylica, Marvin, you went quiet.
I'm trying to get to that. What? Magic question.
Well, this is where you guys take over.
Okay then. So it's all kind of hurried and our Q&A with this one question. What can we as a community do to help you?
Other communities or my
What are
community?
the, what can we as a community do to help you?
Oh, what can y'all do? Firstly, buy a keyring. Support. Share. And then, well, what can I say? Oh, why am I laughing now?
You need a lifeline? We could throw you a lifeline.
Mylica, what can you do?
You're thinking about just us. Think about everybody that's watching. Thinking about everybody how you think they can help your business grow.
Well, I started with support, share. Maybe a little contribution can go a long way as well. I'll have to ask Melly's mix up to make some cupcakes, I can maybe sell a lot of work to make some money.
For
Yes.
job marriage.
Yeah, Melis is important. Okay, so let me give you a lifeline here. So basically, Mr. Leonce is saying to buy a keyring, tell your grandmother about these keyrings, get it for her as a birthday gift. She would love it. She would say, I didn't have them things in my times. And of course, just spread the word. Send it overseas if you can.
And like grandmothers like to keep a memory. So it depends on the size of the family photo. It can fit on the keyring. She'll have that hung in a house until.
Oh, you didn't tell him about the magnets.
Oh my God.
You
Forgot.
had the magnets hidden this whole time?
Oh, I have yes, photo magnets. I forgot that. Yeah, photo
You
magnets.
seem to be forgetting
So
a
you
lot of
can
your
put a
own
family
stuff.
photo. Pardon?
We've never had a presenter who forgot about her own stuff.
No,
My
no, no, not
goodness, you have
I
such
didn't.
a
I didn't. No,
record.
I didn't forget.
That's a first.
No, I didn't. Like I said a while ago, the screen too small to take my photos. So I just had to put a limited amount. I couldn't put every single thing.
Honestly, I admire your versatility and I do encourage you to keep it up. Just remember that nothing worthwhile comes easy. Keep doing what you do. Repetition, adaptability, and the world is your
Thank
oyster,
you,
man.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, Stephyan. So we are going to be wrapping up. So what we would like you to do, because next we have our community announcements, followed by our vote of thanks. And then we're going to say good evening. So, but before we let you go, Stephia, we just want you to share with the audience some final words from you and what we can expect to see from, Kiss Creations in the near future.
Well, earlier on I said I do not have much on hand items. In the future, I'm gonna have these on hand items, so I will not have customers placing orders and not coming to collect it. I will do a bunch with different stuff like more than one person can like. So in case you do not like it, I can just have it there and recommend that same item to somebody else so the item will not stay on hand. For sure, I'm gonna have these.
All
Yes.
right. Well, thank you so very much, Steffian, for being with us, and of course for your making your presentation. We want to say good evening to you. We're going to send you backstage, and I'm going to be back on with my colleagues. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to share with you some, of course, some community announcements that we have, and we want you to get to know what is happening around you. Mylica, do you have those announcements that you can share? No? Okay. All right. So, um, Marvin, can you please share what those announcements are? They were shared in the host WhatsApp group. Can you please share with us what those community announcements are so that we can keep our people informed of what's happening in and around our entrepreneurial and business communities?
All right. So right now I'm experiencing a little technical difficulty with my device. Um, so can somebody help this old man out here this evening? So sorry about that.
Okay.
Why
All
you
right,
keep
one
calling
moment,
yourself
every
old?
The gray hair, my gray hair is
because
finishing
he
on me.
is, because he is, because he
Alright.
is.
Oh, we're
Okay.
getting somewhere. Nope, we're not.
What?
But do you have the link that was sent in the group?
Definitely. All right. So, thank you for your patience. All right. So, the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs St. Lucia. The applications are open for the 2022 to 2023 program. Up to 72 women will be selected for this free business plan training course. And of course, I said free business plan training course. All is funded by the United States Bureau of Education and Cultural Affairs, the ECA, implemented by Slatera and led by 2017 alumna Michelle and Samuel in partnership with the U.S. Embassy in Barbados, Eastern Caribbean, and OECS. Of course, you could always go on to the All website to be able to apply. And then we have the Entrepreneurship World Cup St. Lucia. Does your startup have what it takes? Apply to compete in the World Cup and take your venture to the global stage. And then we also have the Queen's Commonwealth Essay Competition. So this is the applications are open for the essay competitions, which will ask
Let
entrants
me
to.
interject. Let me interject. Let me
Yes,
interject.
please do.
Um, okay, so no, the Queen's Commonwealth essay competition is closed.
Oh,
It's
it's
no longer there.
closed. My
Yes,
apologies.
you're not really from the correct link. That
Ah,
was sent to the host WhatsApp group. That's the link that was
yes.
sent. Yes. So yes, you were reading the wrong thing.
Hmm, along those lines. Okay, so yeah, my device is really bugging out. Sorry about that tonight, guys, but I promise you, next time I'll be on point.
Yeah, so can we get you to open that link, please, so we can share those announcements? It was sent in the Startup Huddle host WhatsApp group, please.
Yeah, that's actually what I opened up the link for the community announcements. That's where I was reading from.
Yeah, because it doesn't have anything about Queen's Commonwealth in there. Do
Okay, so
you have
no,
it? It was sent
no, I
this. It
don't.
was sent.
Apologies. Okay, no, so I don't. I'm sorry. It's not populating for me right now.
Oh gosh. Um. Oh goodness. Mylica, you said you don't have access to it.
Okay, so is it the business planning model?
Um. One moment, everyone. Sorry about that. Um. Sorry about that. Marvin, do you have the Startup Huddle host group on WhatsApp?
Yes, I do.
Startup Huddle host. That is where it was posted. Can you open that link, please?
Okay, so this one has the CARICOM Digital Skills Task Force consultation on digital
There you
skills.
go. Now you have the correct link open.
I tell you, I get in there. So yes, this takes place from July 7th to August 30th, 2022. Then we have the business planning module Lean Canvas Tool workshop on the mornings of the 21st to 25th of July 2022 from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Organized by Small Business Development Center SBDC in collaboration with the Dutch speaking DSIK. The purpose of this 3 morning virtual workshop is to assist you to build an exceptional, scalable business plan based on the Lean Canvas model. Features of the Lean Canvas business planning tool include automated calculations with macros, easy navigations via buttons. Further documents can be easily embedded via buttons, the email function to send the business plan to a friend business for evaluation or directly to a bank, This version runs only on the installed Microsoft Excel. So for training, you'll be provided with the editable Microsoft Excel file with the Lean Canvas business planning tool, which you will use throughout the virtual workshop. This template gives you the opportunity to review and adjust your entries again and again. Thus, this innovative tool is available to you in every stage of your entrepreneurship life. Now, what do you need to do to participate? You need access to a laptop, desktop, or tablet, internet connection, which is necessary, of course. Microsoft account is necessary. Microsoft Outlook or a suitable email platform has to be installed on the laptop, desktop, or tablet in case the email functionality will be utilized. At least 3 months of the financial data, whether exiting or projected from your business or proposed business. On the morning of the 21st to the 25th of July, that again is from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. No camera is necessary, but access to a microphone or chat platform is necessary for participation. You can get your editable Microsoft file with the Lean Canvas tool to work with your business. So any questions, you can always contact nicola.shari at govt.lc or 468-4241 is the contact number.
Did you read the one about the trade show?
The
It's at
trade
the top.
show. Okay, let's see for the trade show. Okay, thank you so much for that. So it is a business to business B2B meeting, the Taiwan St. Lucia Partnership Trade Show. The event date would be November 2nd to November 4th, 2022. The venue is Harbor Club Hotel, Rodney Bay, Grozile. The time is from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So kindly email your name, business name, and telephone number to Miss Leander Calixt at Leander Calix, that is Leander dot Calixte at govt.lc, no later than Friday, the 15th of July. So before Friday.
Are those the end of our announcements?
Yes, we have come to the end of the community announcements.
Thank you so very much, Marvin, for sharing that. And for those of you who may want to, of course, have a recap of those announcements, we're posting the link into the chat so you can open up that link and you can take a look at what those announcements look like and those contact persons and their emails towards the bottom of the page. So if you're interested in any of the programs and events that we just shared with you, just make contact with those persons. All right, so we have come to the end of our Startup Huddle event for this evening. We want to say another great big thank you to Miss Stephyan Leos of Kiss Creations. We're going to look forward to seeing you again very soon within the next 6 months to see what has happened since you last presented. We're going to look forward to seeing you. Also, we now are going to share with you a couple of new things to expect from us, such as new team members, such as a new venue, and such as a new different type of environment when we come together to do our huddles. So we're looking forward to you joining us when we welcome ourselves to a new home. We're so excited about that. All right, so we're now going to move on to Mylica and Marvin, who's going to close us off with our vote of thanks and our final good night. So, good night from me, and you take care. Mylica, please also let them know when our next event is going to be held.
Put us in the spot there. Well, like you said, our next Startup Huddle St. Lucia will be on August 10th, happening as usual monthly every second Wednesday of each month at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Sorry. So that is August 10th, 2022.
August 10th. What day is August 10th? That's a
A
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's always
Of
a
course.
Wednesday.
It's always a Wednesday. That's
Always a
good.
Wednesday.
So just remember, when you think of Wednesday, you think of our events. But
Startup
it's the second
Huddle.
Wednesday, so that is the 10th. Please try your best to attend. Of course, we promise for it to be interactive, interesting, and of course, always innovating.
I would like to even go a little further and say that if anybody in here listening, participating in the comments, or just watching us on whatever platform that you are, share with your friends, tell everybody, anybody you know with a small business that would like for us to help them out, networking pitch, come on, startup huddle, please contact me or any one of our team members on Startup Huddle.
I
It's an
mean,
opportunity you don't want to miss.
you could see us passing on the road. Trust me, we'll never shoo you away if you have a business, if you want to present. And trust me, you may think that presenting would be the hardest thing for you to do, but I think the hardest thing to do is not want to present again, because after you've done it once, it is always going to encourage you to come out and do more, and it won't be a problem. Of course, you could always give back by presenting again, and just keep supporting. Best thing that we can do.
Okay, so we'd like to now take this time out as we close to thank again our presenter, Miss Stephyan of Kiss Creation, our host, Miss Michelle Samuel, my co-host here, Mr. Marvin Grant, for attending. Everybody who's on whatever platform you are, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, we want to thank you for coming out tonight, for showing your support. We want to thank you, and have a good night from me.
All right, everybody, thank you once again. Do enjoy and have a blessed evening. See you again August 10th. You know where to find us. We will be here. Bye.
Night.
Today, more than 1 billion women are left out of the global financial system. Yet, we know that societies that empower women to participate fully in civic and economic life are more stable, secure, and prosperous. That's why the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs at the U.S. Department of State has established the Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, or AWE. AWE is enabling thousands of women in countries all over the world to turn their great ideas into successful businesses with the support of an inclusive learning community.
The Academy for Women Entrepreneurs are going to bring tremendous opportunities for women to not only be trained, but to network among themselves to produce a brighter future. As you build women's ability to be economically independent, there are good things that happen in society. And this is just another one of the benefits of the U.S. government doubling down and really investing in AWE.
AWE is built on a powerful 3-part strategy that provides women with the tools they need to create and grow successful business ventures. First, AWE employs a high-quality online business planning curriculum which has been used by U.S. embassies to train women entrepreneurs with great success. In addition to online coursework, AWE participants meet regularly with facilitators and business leaders to tailor their learning based on local needs. Secondly, AWE helps participants develop networks and mentoring relationships that can provide ongoing advice and support throughout their entrepreneurship journey. And finally, AWE supports women gaining access to the capital they need to start and grow their businesses. AWE is committed to providing women the knowledge, networks, and access they need to turn their business ideas into reality.